here at Grayson High School with the top linebacker in the 2026 recruiting class, a guy that's been on the recruiting scene since 8th grade, Tyler. I think I've been talking to you since then. And we're going to dive into the recruiting process. But first, I want to go back to December. You had an impressive season here at Grayson, 175 tackles, 35 for loss, 13 sacks, an interception, and ultimately helped lead Grayson back to a state title in 6A ball here. Just kind of take me through the emotions of that, what it meant to finally get back to the top of the mountain.
You know, it felt amazing to be back. Grayson ain't been to a state championship since 2020, so for Grayson to be back and back now, it's amazing. It means a lot to this program. It means a lot to the players. It means a lot to the coaching. So it's just been a great opportunity for me to help and the team to help lead this team to a state championship with including the coaches. So it was an amazing experience. Just on the road to repeat it for next year.
Yeah, I just spent some time watching you work out here, this afternoon. As you talk about that road to repeating, obviously for you're the #1 linebacker in the class, as I already said, but there's a lot that goes into your craft. There's a lot that you do. What is the off season in terms of not recruiting, but work ethic? What does that look like for Tyler Atkinson?
Just getting better at my game. Key things I have that I feel like I can work on, just improving different skill sets in my game that I can get better on, and just staying hungry and just staying focused on lockdown.
When you look at the recruiting calendar, January was a busy month for you. You had coaches by here, pretty much every day that it was open. You hosted some coaches in home. You got out on a junior day. How do you balance that whole process? How do you go about attacking that when you have all these schools that are trying to get you to campus, trying to get in home, trying to get by here and see you?
Just being honest with the coaches. Just saying, letting them know, just having good conversations. Never breaking bridges with any other coaches. You never know where they're gonna end up in the long run. So just keeping relationships. So whenever I drop a top, all them relationships I built will never be gone. Because once you build a relationship, I'm gonna keep the relationship, just because for the future. You know, but because you never know where a coach might end up at. You might end up at your school to be the linebacker coach or anything. So just building relationships with that, and just for all them coaches to come visit Grayson, you just putting Grayson more on the map and just letting them see me, and then seeing all the players, so them to get more eyes and seeing everybody. Just letting Grayson see all that.
We talk about January. You hosted 3 coaches in home. You hosted 3 schools in home. Tennessee, Coach Josh Heupel, Coach William Inge. What did the Vols do to be one of those schools that you wanted to, have that more intimate type sit down with?
The the linebacker coach, he got a great relationship with my dad. I have a great relationship with him. He's a good coach. He coached at what's the before he went to Tennessee?
Washington.
He had a good productive linebackers at Washington. So he just got experience. He's a good coach. He had some linebackers had good production this year. So just that relationship with me and him, it goes far. We have a good relationship.
You talk about earlier, coaches can end up anywhere. When you've been on the recruiting scene as long as you've seen a lot of turnover at position coaches, head coaches, defensive coordinators. Getting to know Coach Inge over the last year since he's been at Tennessee, what stands out about him?
It's a lot. His personality. He has a great personality. The way I'll go to Tennessee to be used. That standpoint. Tennessee has been a great school. We're from. I was born in Tennessee, so just for them to be invested in me is great. Because I was born there. I lived there for a little bit, and so just having that relationship with the coach and the head coach, and then for them to stop by the school, it means a lot. Just to show that they're very interested in trying to get me to commit to their school.
Well, when you talk about that usage, you're a guy here at Grayson. You play the mic role. You move around. You can stand up. Early in your career, you were an edge, but you do a lot of everything. You blitz. You drop into coverage. You're a 3-down linebacker, kind of a chess piece. How has Tennessee talked to you about how you would be used in their defense, and kind of what stands out about that potential fit?
The same way. Just just showing my skill sets. Not holding anything back. So just being on the edge. for third down, first, second down, being inside backer. Just showing all that, showing the versatile, dropping in coverage. Just doing multiple things. When it comes to that. And Tennessee has a good program.
When you look at, visits, you told me before we got on camera here that there's a lot of planning that goes into it for you from
Yes,
a
sir.
family standpoint. You have to look at things because everybody wants to get you to campus. Spring visits coming up, official visits coming up. What does Tennessee need to do to continue to get you back to campus? What do you need to continue to see from them as you have all these schools kind of vying for your interest?
Tennessee has been doing a great job. I can't say nothing wrong. Linebacker coach, they've been doing a great job. There's nothing for them to change or add on for me to get up there. Just if I want to get up there, they've been doing a good job recruiting me.
You feel like that's a place you do want to get back to at some point before a decision, before most likely a summertime decision?
That like I said, I'm still planning on the schools and stuff and trying to figure out where I want to go. So that can be in the planning.
What, as you attack that, as you go through the process, what's most important to you? What do you look for in a school, to know that it could be home eventually?
I'm just looking for a lot. I'm looking for, is this a good school where I can be, so I was here in the future when I have my kids and my family. Is this a great program for them to look back and see? Then it comes for me right now. It comes for like the scheme. Is the scheme fit right? Does they have a great defense? D line. Is they gonna use me the way I need to be used? Just being just showing all my skill sets. That just comes for the team. And just having great coaching. Coaches that just has had production. He does what he do, and just having a good relationship when it comes for me, and just having players around. You see when I go to these practices on how do they work? Like is it hard work? Are they doing this and doing that? So just all that comes in play. I'm just a lot of boxes I'm trying to check off when it comes to making sure that school is the right school for my 3 to 4 years.
Absolutely. You heard it here from the #1 linebacker in the 2026 class, Tyler Atkinson, here
Yes,
at
sir.
Grayson High School. Tyler, I appreciate your time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.